Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As you can see on Lola's new thing, I have a janky door. I didn't really think it through. I just got bored one day and pieced it together. So one of these days I'll actually take that apart. That way Lola can get a proper door and she has so much space. She is currently in with bugs right now. I'll take you over there and show you. Yeah, she's just chilling in there with her man, letting them do what they're gonna do. And yeah, the plan is I'll fix that door probably this weekend, but there's not much grass in this area and I have a bag of grass seed. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna rake up all this dirt with the big metal rake, plant some grass, turn on the sprinkler. Hopefully the chickens don't eat all the grass seeds, so the sprinkler may be on for quite some time today. But yeah, I just want to make it a nice area because I want Lola to go right here in this spot where there's no dirt, just so you know she's close to the boys, but she has her own privacy, her own big house for when she has babies. Because leaving her up in the things I built years ago, I don't like it. It's too small. And I've seen rabbit hutches, you know, that are smaller, but it don't feel right to me. I'd rather let her run around and everything. Eventually I do want to fence in an area for them, but it is what it is. So Lola's gonna stay in there for a day, maybe two. My buddy Don from Little Griff Outdoors, Alberta, he lives off grid. Okay, now I can finally say it. He lives off grid, has a lot of cool stuff on his channel. So he left a comment the last time I did this that, you know, his family used to leave him in there for like 2 weeks. I probably won't go that long because I remember the first time she got pregnant, she got kind of violent with poor bugs. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get all this raked up, get some grass seeds planted, and then yeah, we'll probably head off, do some firewood, haul some logs, the usual stuff. She's laying eggs. That's crazy. It's about 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. And yeah, it's way hotter than it was the other day. And up the hill by my house, it's nice and breezy and it feels cool. It feels nice. Down here, because we're in this bowl, the wind kind of just touches the top of my head and that's it. But I'm wearing a helmet, so I'm sweating regardless. Anyways, I ran out of water, so I'm about to head up. But just a quick update. Here's our little log pile. I have this group of trees limbed off. I still got to do that one after I get water. And then yeah, we're going to buck up this section and then move over to the far side. And yeah, I'm extremely thirsty. Togo came down here for a minute with Princess and I asked them to get me water, but I guess they don't want to listen to English that well, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to find someone to train them because this is complete BS. Like, why do I keep them around if they ain't gonna bring me water or nothing? What, the joy of just having them? The joy of them being cute? Utterly ridiculous dealing with these two. Biggest slackers in the wood yard by far. By far. And I take my daughter to work with me and she don't do nothing but watch TV shows. At the end of the day, I really do need to update my like hiring checklist because like they ain't even here at work. Granted, my daughter, she don't work when I'm doing chainsaw stuff, but the dogs, they showed up and now they're just gone. Anyways, enough of my ranting. Let's go get some water. So I talked about this a little bit before, but we originally had, you know, 10, 11 chickens and we're down to 3. Let me know what you guys think. Should I get more? If you're wondering why I'm out of breath, came up here to get my water. I had the sprinkler going still. I was like, okay, let's turn it off. And then I re-raked the area to loosen the ground so the seeds hold better because, you know, it's bone dry earlier. And I mucked out what I could for the rabbits, but there's still some to be done. But I might just take the pressure washer and wash it out and move them further down the hill over there. And there's my wife with my truck. it is supper time, and I wanted to make sure this was my last tree of the day because it was going to be the biggest one of the day. Kind of forgot this little one down the hill a bit, but it don't really matter. I could catch it again tomorrow. But yeah, it is supper time. I'm heading home, and yeah, it's looking real good down here, you know. Like, put in a good few hours. It was really hot. I think I've drank close to 2 gallons of water during this whole thing. So yeah, anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go eat, go shower, go to bed. So I will see you in the morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 2. As you can see, these plants are doing well. I did have to poke at the soil a bit because it was not draining. So I'm afraid some of these plants might have got root rot, and I'm not excited about that. But let's walk over here. Chickens are good. They're just hanging out in the carport. We installed this yesterday. My wife bought an automatic dog feeder for Princess, and I was hoping that Togo could use it too. But Princess has been very, very rude about the whole situation, even though he does more work than she does these days. So I don't know what her problem is. Maybe it's just old age. Taking a walk over to where we planted them grass seeds and everything yesterday and watered, and it is looking quite a bit better, although I'm gonna have to tell my son to not drive over it. Lola is also doing well, and Bugs. So they went through the night just fine. I don't know how the rest of the day is gonna go. There's Togo. Hi, puppies. Hi, puppies. Oh, good old Princess. Togo. Togo's mesmerized by the rabbits, and he like watched them do their business multiple times yesterday, which is kind of creepy, but is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna head to the store, grab some things for the house, and then we're going back to work. As you can see, it's about to rain, so obviously I would make the worst choice of the day and decide to start working right now, because I had just enough fuel and bar and chain oil to fill up the saw one more time. So I'm gonna go ahead, stack all them big rounds up somewhere, I don't know where yet, but I'm gonna stack those up, and I'm gonna cut as much as I can before I actually need to go to town and get gas. If you guys don't know this by now, I dislike having to go anywhere. I like my wood yard, I like my house, I like my yard. That's the extent of where I'd like to go. So besides like fishing and hunting, but you know, yeah, that is not looking nice, and we're supposed to get snow tomorrow. So yeah, I definitely need to get as much done as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna start on these trees over here, see how much we could get bucked up, and then this will probably be the end of the video. So if you guys do enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. It appears that I've been mistaken. My battery saw is out of bar and chain oil as well. So now I actually do have to go get everything, because I still have a lot of limbing to do. As you can see, that tree back there, some other ones around. So yeah, we're gonna head off to the store right now, and I'll deal with stacking the rest of those. But it's looking good down here, you know. Just got stacks of wood everywhere. Very happy with how progress has been going, albeit slower than I anticipated, but it is what it is.